On the way to the school, I had made contact, but she didn't know anything where she was at. She might have been at the school at that time, or by the time I got there.
So you didn't know the condition or situation that your daughter may be in?
No.
And as you're standing in that line, what's going on in your mind?
I don't know if she's in there.
And what was there any further delay?
Just the locked door situation
And how did y'all resolve the locked door situation?
with the master key.
Once the master key arrived, what happened?
I'm not sure if it was used on the janitor door, but when we breached the classroom, they did use that master key. So they opened the door and we breached.
So they used the master key and you breached.
Yes.
Well, you weren't a school district police officer, is that correct?
No.
Were you a Uvalde police officer?
No, sir.
Uvalde County Sheriff's Office?
No.
You were from Zavala.
Yes, sir.
How is it that you ended up ahead of those people?
Nobody stopped me.
And when you were part of the breach, why is it that you went in?
I was there. Nobody stopped me.
Wasn't it dangerous?
Yes.
But that didn't stop you?
No.
And why is that?
Because I was there.
And how many people made up the breach?
It was 4 or 5 that I remember, but the line could have been bigger because there was officers on both sides of the hall. But as far as I remember, it was 4 or 5 of us that were going in first.
And what agencies were they with?
It was me with BORTAC, and then I'm not sure if the PD was behind me. Across from me, there was a sheriff's office for Uvalde County, and then maybe some PD guys with him. Everybody was there.
But no school district police officer?
I don't know.
Okay. And so tell us how you breached.
After they unlocked the door, I think they got both classroom doors open. We make entry. It's dark, can't see anything. As soon as I make entry, I realize I don't have a flashlight, I can't even see. So I look to my right and there's a pile of the bodies. We didn't get shot.
Excuse me?
I was expecting to get shot.
You didn't know where the shooter was?
No, I thought he was going to be to the right as soon as we made entry.
You thought he was going to be where the bodies were?
Yes.
So that's where you focused your attention.
Yes, but it was hard to see. It was dark. And then the door, you hear a door creak open in front, and then the shooting starts.
When you say a door creak open in front, what do you mean? Where was that door?
It was directly in front of us. Whoever was in front of me, whether it was a guy with the shield or a BORTAC, I don't know if he was in the stacks a little. I was either 2 or 3, so I don't know if someone peeled right, but whoever was in front of me, the door was right in front of him. So the guy with the shield, more than likely.
Was it across the room?
It was straight in front of the door.
In front of the entrance door, there's another door across the room.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And so tell us what you heard and what you saw.
So the shots ring out
From where?
directly in front. I could hear the shots coming. I'm carrying my rifle left-handed, so I can't even pick it up because we're so close together. Eventually, I transition to the right, fire a couple rounds, and it jams. Something happens with it. I'm still not sure. It felt like a long time. I know the video's fast, but it felt like a long time. Eventually, shooting happens behind me, and then it's over. And in front of me, there's someone with long hair face down, and I think I thought it was a teacher at first because he had long hair. They flip him over, and I could tell it's the shooter. He's in all black. We still have a classroom to the left. So me and another officer peel that way. And I look down.
You say that way to the left?
Yeah, we turn to the left to go into the second classroom, and I look down, and there's a little boy. And his shin looks pretty big. He looks older than my daughter. So I think maybe she's not in here. And then in front of me, there's a girl with a pink dress. And I thought I saw her stomach move. Like she took a breath and held it. I'm not sure. And I asked the guy to my left, did you see her breathe? But at this time, it makes sense now. I'm not getting responses, but I have a gas mask on. I don't know if he answered me or not. But right after seeing hers, when all the chaos in there started, the desks being pushed everywhere, screaming, I got out of there at that point. Once they flooded the classroom, I left to look for my daughter. I didn't want to look in there, see her in there.
So you took care of the shooter, and then you went to look for your daughter.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I moved away from the mic. And where did you look for your daughter?
From where I parked to the east of that, towards Highway 83, there was a little field there. Somewhere along the way, I got info that there was kids there, like a staging area. So I made it there, looked for Ava. She wasn't there. The superintendent, Dr. Harold, was there. There was a teacher there, a teacher aide, and I asked for Ava, and she said, she's at the Civic Center. So I felt a little relieved. And I asked her, you saw her get on the bus? And she says, no. And it makes me mad. I got mad that she told me that. So I asked Dr. Harold if I can get on the bus and go to the Civic Center, and he says yes. So we get on the bus. We're near Highway 83, and on the way they say there's kids at a car wash. So I told the bus driver to stop there. I don't know if he was already going to stop, but I tell her stop at the bus at the car wash on 83. Before we get there, more radio transmission comes out that they ran across the street. And sure enough, they're not there. So I asked the bus driver to turn around, and she's taking too long. So I have her open the doors, and I get off on the highway, and I run to the house. And you see the kids there.
To your house?
I ran to the house where the kids ended up. Yeah, I get off on the highway, and I run, get to the kids. Look through them, Ava's not there. They're in somebody's front yard. There's a lady at the door. I asked to use her phone. Same thing, no answer. So I don't know where Ava's at. The bus ends up getting there. We get on the bus, go to the Civic Center, get off, walk in there, and the kids are in rows, almost like a formation. And I don't see her at first. It feels everything leaves my body. And then out of nowhere, she like appears, and I hug her. We go towards the back wall. And then a teacher, well, I don't know if it was a teacher, but she kicks me out of there because I have a rifle. So I leave my daughter with a relative there.